The nations of Latvia and Estonia are built on the pillars of choral singing, folk songs, and folk traditions.
Choral singing in this region is more than a pastime. It's really part of the identity of people in Latvia and in Estonia.
My world for the past 30 years has very much revolved around the promotion of and collaboration with professional and amateur choirs, choral conductors, and composers in Canada and Latvia. We were able to organize our first tour to Latvia and Estonia in May 2025 with 9 wonderful choral conductors, composers, professors, and patrons from across Canada. I was born and raised in Canada, but my ancestral homeland is Latvia. I have always lived in both worlds, and I've always wanted to bring these two choral worlds together.
She has so many connections with Latvian and Estonian conductors, composers, educators, performers.
The immediate sense of musicality and artistry that was present in pretty much every rehearsal we observed, I was so impressed.
We got to see the idea of choir as a tool of statecraft. How can vocal music bring people together on a community level?
Generally, throughout the culture, performing arts and live music are so baked into what people do every day. It was just really exciting and energizing to be in a community where it was so valued. I spent a lot of time trying to think of why is this the case? Why is there such a focus on this music and vocal music in particular? And as we met more people and learned more about the culture and discovered the importance of maintaining that language and this sense of culture and identity and a real Latvian way of living and being, it became clearer.
So much of how choral music moves through the world is through partnership and exchange. You need two sides to every relationship. When both sides understand the power of collaborative learning, you have a relationship that you just know is going to be special.
Thanks to a wonderful partnership with conductor and professor Aira Birziņa and the Jāzeps Vītols Latvian Academy of Music, we also shared some of our unique history and contemporary Canadian choral music with our Latvian colleagues in Riga.
Getting to work with those high schoolers and to share Canadian choral music with them and to conduct through pieces and have them sight read so responsively was just magnificent.
The fact that we were able to see so much of the process in its entirety, right from the beginning in the schooling system through to incredible developmental youth choirs, and then into some of the finest professional ensembles in the world, we got to see the process of molding a musician from start to finish. They have such incredible discipline about their craft. There is an approach that is both so filled with passion and yet overpowered with precision.
Learning about other cultures and traditions broadens our perspectives about the world we live in, and I would hope strengthens our empathy toward and understanding of other cultures in a world that so desperately needs it.
Laura allowed us also to appreciate aspects of culture such as architecture, the beautiful countryside, which all contributes to this wonderful sense of identity in Latvia, and choral singing is such an integral part of that identity.
And you can just see it right on people's faces. There is such a sense of pride in not just the music that they are making, but about the symbolism of the community and what coming together as not just one choir, but of one large group of choirs means to the world. And the way that they combine all of these different art forms together with song and dance and artistry, it's such a beautiful place to be around. And I think seeing all of this gives us as Canadians a lot of food for thought about how we can use our different art forms together in collaboration to try to send a larger message into our culture and into our society. They clearly understand the role that music plays in all of those functions. There's just such an overwhelming beauty to so many people sharing one voice together. And it's so clearly a celebration of everything that is Latvian culture. The second half of the tour, which saw our group go to Estonia, was a really needed piece of context after our experiences in Riga.
We didn't feel like we were just attending concerts. We really became part of the process by watching rehearsals in progress and having conversations with the conductors and composers.
Music is not what they do, it is who they are.
This energy shows up everywhere, whether it's in the incredible beauty of the Arvo Pärt Center or of the unbelievable artistry that awaited us in Tallinn.
We were welcomed into many different choir rehearsals of various ages, and they all had an incredibly high standard of artistry and musicianship.
Musicians learn the most in rehearsal more than performance. When we get to see how other people work, how they treat one another, how they talk to one another, how they problem solve and approach everything within their art, that's where we really hone our craft. I think all of these elements worked together to give us a really incredible experience as people in the choral music world. We were given so much more to think about than any of us could have ever expected.
I'm so grateful to everyone who contributed to and shared in this experience.